just got our plumbing from Index Motorsports, and they utilize all Brown and Miller fittings. This is all crimp stuff. We chose gold. This is like top of the line, as good as it gets as far as race car motorsport plumbing. And the guys at Index Motorsport treated us really well, so they're hooking it up, and also going to be sending a crimper so that we can crimp every single line perfectly to the car, which is pretty huge. So stoked on this, and we even got a saw blade to cut all of the line.
Yeah, it's in there.
It's in there. So massive thanks to Index Motorsports for hooking it up on the Formula Supra. They give it us literally the best plumbing and fitting situation that we can get. So stoked on that. Their business is going to be kicking off very soon, where you can actually, what they're going to supply is line and fittings that you can pretty much measure yourself, and that they can make at their facility, crimp it, because the crimper is very expensive and costly. So they are offering a service to actually crimp the line for you and send the line already crimped and finished, so that you can just put it right on your car. So they're going to be kicking that business off here in a couple months, and we're stoked to be working with them and being one of the first ones to work with them on this new project. These fittings are really nice, super tight radiuses, very small compared to other AN fittings. So there's just not a lot of extra bulkiness here, so it's going to look super clean, super compact, super light. So right now we're just going through all the fittings, seeing exactly what's going to work where, if we need to send anything back. We already got a list going for new stuff that we do need. There's just, since these fittings are so compact, a lot smaller than the fittings I've ever used, so it's kind of changing some of the degrees of like from some 90s that we want to go 120 or 45s to 90s, so it's kind of changing a couple things around. So we're going to place a new order to really make everything fit perfect. Also, we're going to need to order for some abrasive stuff, so some of the line that might be rubbing on stuff, some heat management that we're going to need. So we're already building a new list of stuff, but today we're basically going to go through and just see what we need to order for our next batch of parts from Index Motorsports. Dude, I've never had such cool fittings on a car before. Back, it's good. Yeah, baby. So the car is 95% plumbed with the Index Motorsports Brown & Miller setup. All Brown & Miller hose and fittings. Right now Dom is doing he just made these hard lines for the power steering, feed and return. Super nice. All hung up here with the high pressure stainless steel fittings for the high pressure stuff, which is going to feed from our electric power steering pump. And our reservoirs back here. Dom also made this dope little breather for the 8.8 rear. Got a little carbon filter from K&N/AEM up there. So a bunch of, there's a million details on this car that nobody's ever gonna realize. But pretty sick. We'll try to show as much as we can as this thing is getting more and more put together here. All right, what up, boys? Massive update since the last time. The car is like maybe not 90, maybe like 88%, maybe like 85%.
72, bro.
All right, 72% complete. We got Jimmy up here helping us put the body, finishing touches on the body. Just getting all the lines, angles lined up. He got the hatch on last night. Dom got the side mirrors on, which look dope. The engine bay is very much together. We got the black mesh covering all of the inlets. There will be ductwork later on, but not at the moment. So these are our brand new, made for the Formula Supra, Rotiform Center Lock NGOs. These are gonna be for sale to the public, obviously in a 5-lug pattern or whatever you guys need out there, but these are sweet, dude. I'm freaking pumped. Did the black to match the car. The yellow kind of matches a lot of the other logos on the car that you guys will see later on. And to put these bad boys on, we got our 41-inch snap-on torque wrench that is a 3/4 fixed head. This does about 120 to 600 foot-pounds. We got our 60 millimeter socket on here, and it's time to do some torquing. I've never seen a torque wrench this big before. This is what we need. So we're doing about 420 foot-pounds. That's it. Done deal. Well, I was trying to run a 275 Nitto, the NT555 G2, but we kind of decided that it's too skinny of a tire, so we're actually going to put the same tire on that we run in FD, which is the NT555 G2 315/40. So this thing has a lot of bump steer. So when we get it up to where it's going to be ride height, this actually comes out. So the 315 should be super flush with the outer fender. So it'll have that race car look that we're going for, because hopefully this thing is a race car. We got our titanium hardware everywhere. Our radium fuel cell fill. Lexan and doors going on today. And that's about it, boys. Everything's looking good. Cut and mesh, baby. Jimmy came in. Thankfully, he had some time in his super busy schedule to help put all of the body on this car, finish the lines, meet all the seams properly. I say you're doing a pretty good job, dude. We are gonna run some weather stripping and some factory molding, just so that the windows and doors do seal up. So all the dirt, grime, water, whatever, all the road shit doesn't come inside the car, or as much of it we can keep out as possible is good. Still got to mount the rear bumper. Dom just made some custom washers for that. Got a lot more finish hardware in here. Boom, boom, boom. Waiting on a couple more fittings so we can finish up all the fittings. Power steering fitting we're missing. A couple other little ones. There's also a nice tray that goes right on here to cover up the radiators, or just cover up this air pocket.
Oh, yeah.
It would, I mean, it's like an
Wiring's going in. I mean, wiring's in. Gooey? Where's the Where'd the VIN number go?
As you can see, it's real carbon fiber.
Yep. Customizing it a little bit.
Like the rest of the car is.
Carbon covers.
Cover. Well, they don't make the entire piece.
We're talking grams.
don't know
We're
about-
talking grams though.
Couple, yeah, it's probably a couple grams.
Boom. Time to bleed the brakes, boys. And the clutch. Pump it.
Pump it.
Oh yeah. There we go. Feeling something now. Holding. Down. Pumping. Holding. Whew. I felt the quickie. You get a little burst of fluid. Oh yeah, we're rock solid now. Holding. Down. It feels rock solid. Yeah.
You never done that before?
Is it doing like that Corona bottle swirl
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah? Oh, what's that?
Some spillage. Hoses weren't tight. Somebody left them loose. So this is the hot start. This is what's going to heat the coolant right here. We got the Stably dry brakes from Index Motorsport. You just plug it right into the system. Boom. Plug her back in there.
Let's try it right here.
Yep.
Test run.
This is our first time.
Here, you would scratch the tube work.
Oh yeah. So it's plugged in, and now we're gonna try to circulate it. Plug it in for the first time. So this thing's actually pretty cool. We just got it working. We just turned it on the high amperage, so like the high heat temp. So this gauge should start going up in a little bit here. It's just starting to circulate. And what is also rad is that this has an internal water pump in it. So it just instantly bleeds all of the air out of the entire system into our tank. And you can see, it's hard to see it in there, but we got a nice swirl going on through the whole system. So happy about that. It's looking good. Just waiting for the water to heat up just to give this a nice run through. Nice first test. So hopefully that gauge starts jumping here in a little bit. And I think we'll be in business. What's this mean, biddies?
Not saying. I never know what to say.
I never know what to say. Well, it means that we are one step closer to firing this thing up. So John Reed's gonna plug in to the Motec and start doing his jam, and we'll see if this thing can do something. I'm gonna start pumping some fuel. This is it, boys. Pumping that go-go juice from VP. Running an MS-109. MS-109 is what we ran run in the 4586 with a lot of success. So we wanted to run the same fuel, and it got approved by the boys at Judd Power. So we were all set to run this stuff. Probably even a little bit more overkill than we need, but it's nice to have that. So pumped. Big thank you to VP Racing for being on board this project and supporting me with all my cars. So stoked we can pump some fuel out of this drum and get that thing in the Radium Engineering fuel cell. And one step closer getting this thing fired up, dude. All right. Do it quick. Nice. Yeah, John's in there right now, programming some of the stuff, checking a lot of the components that he can, and we're pretty close. Thing is heated up right now. We got our coolant heater on, oil tank heater on, so fluid's getting heated up, and we had to fix a leak on the fuel side. There was these 2 O-rings that were just junk, so we had to pull one of the stacks off and replace that, which got done pretty quick, and now we're back on it, and hopefully in the next 5 minutes or so we'll start cranking this thing over for some oil pressure, and then hit the fuel pumps, see what happens.
Yeah. What'd you see?
More oil pressure.
More oil pressure?
Yeah.
Probably because we did that, you know?
Yeah, no shit.
Jeez.
Not stressful at all.
No, still not.
Dude, it's like a motorcycle. It's like a fucking motorcycle, dude.
Oh my god. I know, good thing you have the headphones on, Liz.
What's the water temp at?
80 Celsius.
What's that in real?
I don't know, 165, 75, something? I don't know.
Okay, yes. I knew it wasn't hot, but.
The fans were lightly running.
Oh, they did kick on?
Yeah, both of them.
I'm so stoked for you. How cool. It worked.
Holy shit.
So
That sounds fucking good.
Wow, it's so good. Holy shit.
It's gonna sound fucking insane.
It's insane how quick it raps, too. And that was just low
It's like
RPM.
ear piercing loud. Like it doesn't seem that loud, but then your ears are fucking ringing.
Right.
You were literally standing right in front of me.
I know.
That thing ring your ear.
Oh, it did just standing
my
there.
left one's still not right, but it didn't like hurt it. But
Yeah,
Right.
The right one's on the other side.
5K.
We have a limiter set up at 5K right now to make sure
Oh,
like the
okay.
throttles didn't run away from us.
Yeah.
What will it end up going to?
Probably
11.25 is what was in here.
11.25.
no, I'd say we're gonna break it down. Probably 10.8. Probably 10.8 at first.
Let her sing.
Well, if it's gonna bounce, it'll probably bounce to 11
Oh, right.
on a limiter, you know.
You mean like where you set it from, it'll have a slight bounce higher
Yeah,
than that?
yeah. Biddies, he gave us some RPMs, so it's gonna fire it up. He gave us RPMs. I was gonna wrap it a couple times. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Multimeter.
Ready? You're gonna explode.
Let's see here. We need
Record the startup, because I think just gonna fucking.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Holy
Good grief.
fuck, dude.
I reset for a fresh clip and I take my finger out of my ear for 1 second. And like, it wasn't one of the gnarly ones, but I got a blast.
Dude, holy shit. This thing is so fucking loud. Oh my god.
How many RPMs was that?
I don't know. It was between 9 and 10, I believe. I'd have to ask John what we hit. Jesus Christ.
I'm good.
He's like, I'm good. That's
Jimmy, how you doing? Are your ears okay?